You then obviously as well did have a family. So did you find it easy to integrate the two, um, both culturally? Because was it expected then that you would then be the stay-at-home mum, or how did that work?
So with myself, I didn't actually get married till a lot later.
Right.
So my father, because he was in the Navy, his his ethos was, there's so much more to this world than you being where you are. See the world, travel the world. And I always remember he was very different to an Asian father, honestly. And he used to say to us, when you're ready to get married, he goes, you're going off doing your education. When you're ready to get married, just let us know. And my mum was like, oh my God, you've said that to them. None of them have come to us. Everyone else's kids are getting married and mine are still unmarried. And my father was just like, you know what, it's okay. Let them live and have everything. So for me, having my parents so close to me, they helped me in everything. Like my father would take me to the wholesalers, buy things. My mum did everything. She'd wash all my towels for
Mine
me.
did
Do you
too.
know what? And honestly, and I think, I was such a I was so spoiled, honestly. Super privileged. And I'm sure my siblings used to say, God, we're having to go out and like we've got our family, our kids, we're juggling everything. And Princess Azra has just got everything on her doorstep. But yeah, it was, they supported me. My family supported me so much. And I think when you have that, and they can see the passion and the drive you have as well, and how quickly you turn things around. And I'm such an ideas kind of person. And I think, they were like, oh, she wants to do this next. Oh, she wants to do this next. But I always remember traveling out to do brides, and my father would be like, you're not going anywhere at 4 o'clock in the morning. And he would be my driver, and we'd drive to Manchester. We'd drive to here. I remember going to Birmingham. And it was like, and having just your father, having that chat, stopping up at a service station, having that. And, it was the whole family business behind it. And and that's what's made you.
Awesome.
It's the stepping stone for everything.
Yeah. So did you take time out then when you had your family, or did you
Um,
just adapt around it?
I think, when I had my children, I remember my older sister saying to me, you need to get them into a routine if you're thinking of going back to work. And I remember she gave me this book and she was going, read this book and it'll be amazing for you. And honestly, at 6 weeks, my children, my twin boys, they're 19 now, bless them, but they were so in a routine. Even I remember leaving them to go on training. I think they were about 7 weeks and I had to go somewhere. I can't remember where now, but I'd left them with my mum, dad and my brother. And my brother, bless him, had come over from Hong Kong and it was like, here, you've got children to look after. And I'd wrote this routine down and he'd actually gone and thought, he ticked everything and put 10 out of 10. He goes, they're like clockwork. But I think he had to do it because I knew I was going to come back to work.
Yeah.
And as soon as I could, my mum and dad, bless them, looked after the babies and the twins. And when they got to 9, 10 months, they went into nursery. So I had that help. But I think when they're at nursery, it's almost paying another mortgage. But you think they're not going to be that age forever. They're going to get to school and they grow up so quickly.
Yeah.
And then I was doing other courses alongside working. And I always remember them sat at the dining table. They'll be doing their homework. And I was doing my college work, my training. And they used to say, are you doing your homework too, Mummy? Yes, I am. But you always feel that little bit guilty as well, being a full-time in the salon and having children as well,
Yeah.
trying to juggle. And I used to go home and you're exhausted from working, and I'd go home and they'd come and give you a hug, and honestly, all your tiredness and the stress had all gone, and it was like, right, I've got X amount of hours before you go to bed, and you
Yeah.
gave them everything. But
Oh.
again, it's having your parents, having your siblings there, everyone looked out for everyone. And, you know, they grow up so quickly.
So you've also got your daughter. Is she interested in coming in the industry? I know she was helping with the event and
Yeah,
everything.
exactly. Honestly, she is such a blessing. And I think because she's almost like my shadow, and I think when you have a daughter, they're always with you wherever they go. And like she's been coming to the salon since she's about 14, coming in every Saturday, and it's just seeing her grow. And I think it's when clients have always said, "Oh my God, she's really coming out of herself, the confidence." And then she was like, "Oh, Mum, you know, I can answer the phone. Let me do this." And I've slowly let her do things. But she wanted a uniform, and I thought that's a small price to pay. But now she feels part of the team. So
Yeah.
she's just done her GCSE. She's coming in. She's working in the 6 weeks holiday. But it's almost having a right hand man. It's so lovely. And I think she feels like when I get home, you've got the family life, juggling everything else. And like we live with my mum, so it's looking after her. She feels like when we're at work, she has that one-to-one with me. She's with me.
Yeah.
So she feels very privileged that way. But I'm so blessed with my children too.